Welcome back, friends, to Witchy Ways for Modern Days. My name is Brittany, your host, and in this astrology journey, we've certainly come a long way together. So we started this whole series with Aries, the spark, the becoming sign. We've moved through embodiment with the signs, through emotion, through thought and expression and structure, expansion. So many good qualities. And now, with this 12th episode for the signs, we arrive at the end of the wheel. Or maybe I need to put that differently. We're arriving at the place where everything dissolves back into the beginning. So this is the episode on Pisces. Pisces is mutable water, which is fluid, it's boundless, it's dissolving. Where every other sign defines, Pisces blurs. Where others might separate, Pisces tends to merge. It's a very oceanic sign. It's the ocean that holds everything, every emotion, memory, dream. So Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Traditionally, it was by Jupiter. So it gives it sort of both a mystical depth and expansive spiritual longing. It is a sign of duality, and the signs of duality always have so much weight to show us. Because it's ruled by Neptune, we have the emotions and illusion and intuitive energy and dreams. With Jupiter adding its own little twist, that's meaning, it's expansion, it's belief. Together, it is something very vast. It's something that can't be contained as an energy. So I like to say Pisces is the mystic, tends to be the empath, the dreamer, the sign that feels everything, not just their own emotions, but the collective energy around them. Pisces doesn't just live life, they absorb it. It's the sign of spirituality, compassion, imagination, surrender, but it's also the sign of confusion, escapism, blurred boundaries. Because when you feel everything, it can be difficult to know what feelings are actually yours. So Pisces teaches us all about unity. It teaches us the importance of grounding also within that unity. Now, it is the last of the sign episodes, so hopefully you know the drill by now. Get your birth chart out, see if you have Pisces anywhere, and let's go through the planets and see how Pisces can affect us all in different ways. So we're going to start with the Sun in Pisces. With the Sun in Pisces, you have an identity that is very fluidive. It can be very intuitive, deeply connected to something beyond physical world. So you might feel like you don't really neatly ever fit into one definition, and it's because you're not meant to, honestly. Pisces suns often carry natural empathy, natural imagination, and that allows them to connect deeply with other people. They are a spiritual water sign. If you have this placement and you want to perform magic, this is one that will thrive in dream magic, energy healing, intuitive work, anything that transcends a structure of any kind. The lesson for you will be in grounding, learning to exist in the physical world without losing your connection to spiritual. So pulling that energy down to earth just a little. When your moon is in Pisces, your emotions are deep. They're vast. They can be often overwhelming. You feel everything. A lot of the time it happens all at once. It's a very strong intuitive sense or psychic quality that happens with these people. Emotional boundaries can be a challenging thing for you, as you probably absorb the feelings of others around you. Now, in ritual, this is a move that will thrive in water magic. You can do dream magic, you can do meditation, anything that's a quiet practice generally will be good. The shadow for you is in emotional escapism, aka avoiding reality when reality feels too heavy. Now let's talk about Pisces rising. Now, if your rising is in Pisces, you tend to move through the world in a very fluid, almost ethereal type energy. People may perceive you as gentle, possibly hard to define. There's some sort of like dreamlike quality to your presence, like you kind of exist between worlds. You might naturally pick up on emotions and energy around you, which will make you compassionate, but it also makes you sensitive, so you need to guard that a bit. When you have both Neptune and Jupiter at the wheel, you're going to have magic that is going to be strongly shaped by cycles of expansion and surrendering. The lesson will be in grounding, learning to stay connected with the self while you navigate energetic currents around you. Now, if your Mercury is in Pisces, you have a very nonlinear mind, very imaginative. You might think in images, symbols, possibly feelings rather than logic are going to weigh a bit heavier. Your communication can be very poetic, but sometimes unclear to other people. Very, it's like someone speaking in poetry, like very flowy poetry versus clear. So like clarity within conversation might be something you need to work on. In spell work, Mercury in Pisces thrives in visualization and symbolic magic. Again, like I just said, the lesson is in clarity. It's grounding your thoughts enough to communicate effectively. It's getting your words out of your body and into the air. If you have a Venus Pisces, love for you, it's a very sweet love placement. It's very unconditional. It's romantic. It's deeply, deeply emotional. This is Venus exalted, really, meaning it expresses itself beautifully here. You love with your entire being. You often see the best in others. If you do magic here, attraction spells are going to be most powerful when they are rooted in compassion and emotional connection. The shadow can be losing yourself in a love match or idealizing people, trying to make people fit into what you hope a potential partner can be. Don't pick somebody and try to make them fit in the puzzle just because you really want that person. You need to have someone who clicks pretty instantly for them to feel safe for you. Now, if you have a Mars in Pisces, your actions are going to be guarded and guided by intuition rather than direct force. So you might move in waves, aka like periods of motivation followed by retreat, being very active, then being very docile. Conflict can feel uncomfortable for you, which leads to avoidance. In magic, Mars Pisces will thrive in subtle, intuitive work rather than aggressive rituals. The lesson will be in learning to assert yourself, that it's okay to be dominant when it's necessary, and then you can calm back down. All right, let's take a quick pause, because if you are listening to this podcast, chances are your magic deserves tools that actually meet you where you are. If you aren't already aware, I am part owner of Winslow Naturals, a small, family-owned metaphysical shop creating handcrafted ritual oils, candles, sprays, soaks, and spiritual tools, each one made with intention, experience, and deep respect for the craft. These aren't mass-produced products. Every one of our blends is thoughtfully formulated for real-life magic, whether you're working with deities, doing shadow work, calling in abundance, or just protecting your peace in this chaotic world. I also offer personal tarot readings, aura readings, spirit guide confirmations, distance Reiki, and chakra healing sessions for those of you looking for deeper insight, energetic support, and one-on-one spiritual care. If you're ready to elevate your practice with tools, readings, and healing work from people who truly understand the craft, visit Winslow Naturals at winslownaturals.com or find us on TikTok, where we go live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if it's your first time ordering, you can use code Witchy Ways to get 10% off your first website order. Because your magic deserves to be supported intentionally, ethically, and powerfully. When Jupiter is in Pisces, your expansion will come through compassion and your ability to connect to something greater. This is a placement that enhances intuition. It enhances your emotional depth. Prosperity magic might come through creative ritual, very, very spiritual paths. Magic is powerful here when it is rooted in surrender and faith, believing you will receive what you are trying to manifest. If your Saturn is in Pisces, there will be lessons for you around boundaries, reality, emotional structure. So you might be one that struggles with feeling uncertain a lot or overwhelmed a lot. And over time, this is a placement that will build spiritual discipline because of it, the ability to hold your intuition and structure together. So while it sounds like it's a very vulnerable placement, it's actually a strengthening placement. I like this one. So if you do magic here, it will benefit from grounding, consistent grounding practices. When your Uranus is Pisces, there's a unique, sort of unconventional approach to spirituality. You may experience sudden insights or awakenings. You might be a placement that receives spiritual downloads more than the average person. Ritual here will thrive in spontaneous, intuitive magic. If your Neptune is in Pisces, this is in its home sign, so this is a placement to amplify intuition, connection to the unseen. It's a placement that will carry deep spiritual sensitivity. The lesson is maintaining boundaries so you don't lose yourself in the collective, in anyone else's energy. When Pluto is in Pisces, your transformation will occur through surrender, emotional depth, and becoming comfortable in your spirituality. This is a generational placement that reshapes the collective's consciousness. So shadow work here will involve confronting illusion, reclaiming your truth. Now let's talk about the karmic axis, of course. Let's start with the North Node. So if your North Node is in Pisces, your soul is actively learning compassion, trusting the unseen. So you might come from patterns of control, perfectionism, or overanalysis. Your growth is asking you to let go, to trust, to go with the flow. Now, if your South Node is in Pisces, you might already feel extremely comfortable in the spiritual or the emotional realm. This is a placement that is very tied to mediumship. A lot of mediums have this placement. So you might be very comfortable in that field, but your growth will be asking you to ground, to engage with reality more, to take decisive action in your life. Then we move to Lilith. When Lilith is in Pisces, there can be deep wounds around boundaries, identity, emotional overwhelm. You may have felt invisible, lost, possibly consumed by other people's expectations of you or their emotions. A Lilith here reclaims vitality, sovereignty within that sensitivity, still being vulnerable, the ability to feel deeply without losing yourself. Magic here will be powerful for boundary work, reclaiming personal energy, spiritual protection. It is a great placement to be for development. Pisces as a sign teaches us something very profound, I think, that everything is connected, that the boundaries we cling to between self and other, or between the past and the present, between physical and spiritual, none of these boundaries are as solid as they seem. But Pisces also teaches us that sensitivity isn't a weakness, it's awareness. And when that awareness is honored and it's protected and it's cherished and grounded, it becomes one of the most powerful forms of magic that there is. Because to be able to feel deeply, to imagine freely, and connect to what is not visible, that's where creation begins. And that is how and where the wheel resets. Because right after Pisces, we return to our first sign, Aries, to the spark and the beginning of it all. This is not the end of the astrology series, friends. I do have a couple more episodes planned, as well as some Q&A episodes. So stick around with me if you are interested in delving deeper. And if you are not already following the Patreon, please consider visiting us. Half of our episodes are exclusive to Patreon only, so it's under Witchy Ways for Modern Days, and I hope to see you there. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Blessed be, friends.